Man, oh man. What a night I had, bruh. I got woken up at 6 o'clock in the morning to doors being slammed from my neighbors. Now, we got a history with my neighbors. This ain't no costume jewelry, whatever you hating ass motherfuckers be saying on TikTok. It's far from costume jewelry. But I'm just going light today. You know, 2 light tennis chains to match the 1 light tennis bracelet. My rings on, real pointers, by the way. And I went with the red watch today because I went with the blue one yesterday. Blue one yesterday to match the hoodie. Red one today to match the hoodie. It's a hoodie, so I can wear it 2 days in a row. 3, 4, 5. Don't matter, nigga. It's cold out here, folks. There's a history with my neighbors. My wife is good friends with the dude's girl next door. The dude's the issue. They've been doing this for 15 years. He recently just got hemmed up for beating on her and beating on his little son. So last night I'm woken up out of a sleep at 6 in the morning by these motherfuckers slamming doors. Now, he's got an issue with his girl hanging with my girl and this girl Paige that's also all friends with them. This girl Susan, who's all like throwing a little clique, like a clique of 4 girls. He don't be wanting his girl to go chill with them because they all be in her ear telling her to get the fuck out. You better go. You've been dealing with this for 15 years. 13, because the first 2 years you probably had at least the first 2 years were probably at least somewhat okay. And then the next 13, you just been dealing with this fucking being abused mentally, being abused physically, every which way you could think of this fucking pussy abusing his fucking girl, he does. You good, Brand? You gonna come over and eat some good food later? Alright. Yeah, I had to say that in front of these dusty ass motherfuckers just so they know that I know what the fuck happened. And that we all know what the fuck happened. She's walking out her house right now with her 2 kids. Her 2 little kids. Her eyes is all puffed up from crying. So she's going through it. You know what I mean? I feel for her for real. But shit's crazy. This is the friend of the scumbag boyfriend. I couldn't flip it around quick enough. Big old dirty fat hick looking motherfucker, but she's leaving his ass again. She leaving again. She needs to stay going, hit him where it hurts, but he don't want her hanging out with none of them because they be in her ear telling her to get out, leave, go. Like, you've been dealing with this shit for too long, it's time to go. And he don't like that, so he be trying to tell his girl that she can't be having friends or she can't hang out with them. So he really be clocking every move she makes, going through her phone and finding the group chat of the 4 girls having her in group chat. He beat on her for that. The shit he read in that, he beat on his son the other night. Like, she needs to go and stay going. She files restraining orders and then lifts them. She needs to file a restraining order and keep them. She needs to get going and stay going. She needs to take the kids and stay going. Because she keeps going through this shit. He gets drunk, freaks out, beats on her, beats on the children. Their front door is broken. Like, they owed tons in rent. Now they're breaking front doors. Like, there's a new landlord. They ain't finna have this. They need to get these motherfuckers up out of here. But, yeah, he really be trying to hold her from chilling with anybody because everybody's trying to persuade her into smartening up and leaving out like she needs to do. But like a year ago, I was walking out my back door right here and I was following my wife and I had took the trash out. I was taking the trash out. My wife was leaving for work. She walked out and I was right behind her and I had put the trash bag on the floor in the house after I took it out of the trash can, and I put the new trash bag in, and the trash bag that was on the floor while I was putting the new trash bag in the trash can leaked out on the floor. So the back door's open, she's walking out, I got a bag and pick it up and I see all the leakage and she's like, oh babe, I'm like, shit, fuck. And our door's open, she's like out the door and the trash bag's the trash can and us are right here by the door. So she walks out, I hurry up and grab the trash bag. I'm like, man, it's fucking shit. And he, at that time, the neighbor, was walking out at the same time. And my wife came out the back door. I picked the trash bag up, seen the leak, and said, fuck, man, as I was walking out directly behind her. All simultaneously at the same time, he was also walking out to take his trash. And I guess he thought I was talking to him when I said, fuck, man. And he hurried up and was like, what? I'm like, what the fuck you mean, what? And my girl jumped in. She was like, ain't nobody was talking to you, mind your business. And he again said, what you say? I said, look, bro, take her advice, go over there, boy, you don't want none of this. And then all of a sudden, after saying that, he bum rushed me, come and tackle me right to the ground, well, into a corner. And then I had his head under here like this, and I had his head, and his head was like this, and I had it like this. I'm holding him like this, and I'm in the corner against my house. He got me pinned up on it. I said, all right, this nigga want to wrestle, right? I'm a county champion wrestling. You don't want to fuck with me in wrestling. I was a great wrestler, a great football player. So I had his head like this. He had me pinned up against the house. I said, oh, all right, you want to wrestle? I immediately dropped to my ass. Right on my ass, I dropped. From standing position, drop. Boom! Hit this nigga's forehead right on the fucking concrete. Boom! My wife started sketching. Oh, my God, babe, he's leaking. He's bleeding everywhere. Right? So I get up, and he's all fucking blurry. He starts to stumble. I'm thinking it's over. I just fucking slam this nigga's face in the motherfucking pavement. He leaking. I let him up. He's stumbling over to his car. He popped the trunk and grabbed the motherfucking baseball bat, pulled the bat out. I ran up on him, threw him. I said, what you finna do with that motherfucker? My girl's out here. You ain't finna hurt none of us, bitch. I ran up on him. What the fuck you? Because he's still all squirrely. The fuck you finna do with that motherfucker? He's squirrely as shit. Holding the bat, squirrely as shit. Fell over, dog. As soon as that pussy fell over, and like I was a little bit ways away, I was like, what you finna do with that motherfucker? What you finna do with that? And he squirrely holding it. Boom, fell over. And the distance between us was enough distance for me to have a nice amount of running space. So when he fell on the ground, I ran up, took my chance, ran up on that pussy. Field goal, kicked that nigga right in the mouth. Boom, right in his fucking mouth. The top of my foot met all right here. Boom. One kick. Boom. Two kick. Then I grabbed him by the back of his collar so I could see his face. Hit him with 7 uppercuts. Mang, 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 mang. Bro, leaking. Let him go. I spun off. I took off. The police came. They pulled up to a house without me being present, and a man out here leaking in blood. So you know they pissed off because they can't find the culprit. My wife ain't talking, ain't giving up no nothing. Got away from the cops. Later on, got picked up where I was hiding. I got picked up. I called my mom. She came and picked me up where I was hiding. I was actually hiding at a church. I love you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Keep blessing me. Stay with my family. Continue to look over us. I love you, Lord. And it was pure God that kept me from the cops that day, because I would have gotten in big trouble. But the whole thing transpired not at all being my fault. So it's like God helped me because he knew it wasn't my fault, and he wasn't going to let me get in no trouble. So thank you, Lord. God's always with me, man. Gotta put God first. Gotta pray. Got to. So my mom came and picked me up from a church that I was hiding at behind its wall. And then I went and laid low at my apartment. I got my own apartment. I went and laid low at my apartment for a week. And then I finally came back here with Y.F.N and shit. But I got woken up last night at 6 in the morning. And the neighbor upstairs, tall black dude, put the beats on. And he's a big Pete dude down here, the girl's boyfriend. Big old fucking bald steroid fucking shooting monster. And everybody be whooping on him, dog. Like, it don't matter the size. Remember that, man. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And that's real, dog. My hands are swift. I ain't scared of no motherfucking body. I don't give a fuck how big you is. I'm putting these mittens on you if that's the case. If that's what we doing, then I'm putting these motherfuckers on you. Dude upstairs put the beats on him too before I ever came around here. And last night I'm woken up out of his sleep, 6 a.m. to this fucking psycho being drunk. He's been beating on his wife the past couple months, getting drunk as fuck, beating on his wife, beating on his son. Last night, another episode, drunk as fuck, beating on his wife, beating on whoever, slamming fucking doors. So I hear it, woken up out of a dead sleep. I run out the front door. These doors are being slammed. This pussy's got to be near the door. I ran out the front door. What up? What up? Like, what the fuck? What up? Ain't nobody to be found, dog. It's like a ghost town. He got cameras. I got cameras. He must have seen me coming, so he's playing quiet. Now, I was finna fucking leak his shit yet again last night, dog. Ran out there, no shoes and everything. I was freshly woken up, like, you know, I just ran the fuck out there ready to get a pop and get round two on his pussy, get him again. Especially for the shit that he been doing, beating on his old lady and shit. Nowhere to be found, no one around. So I go back in the crib. I was up for like 4 or 5 hours after that. Finally fell back asleep, wake up in the morning. I was like, babe, did you hear any banging and shit last night? She's like, yeah, Brandy. I was like, yeah, I know. I ran out there trying to find it. They woke me up out of fucking dead sleep. She's like, yeah, I know. I've been up since too. It woke me up also. Brandy took the kids and went to a hotel. She told me, fuck it, we'll have Christmas in a hotel. Like, that's terrible. We're having a Christmas party tonight, and I just yelled out the window in front of them, so he knew that I knew what he did last night. Hey, you coming over tonight to the party for some food and shit? But it's right next door. She might not do it because this nigga's next door. But this I'm motherfucking, like, somebody get they shit motherfucking all the way pushed back tonight. Family, Christmas party, drinks, weed, smoke in the air, nothing but good vibes and good people. You ain't finna come around here and ruin that, boy. Especially because of the person you are and the things you do. Like, stop the violence, people. Stop the fucking domestic violence. If you know anyone that's going through domestic violence, get the dude that's doing it. Get him, lock his ass up, beat his ass up, whatever the fuck you gotta do. You gotta protect these women that's being hit on. And God bless all the women that are going through it too. Brandy left, went to a hotel with the kids. She said, oh, have Christmas in a hotel. And then she just ended up coming back. She just left again too right here while I was here. I don't know if she came back to get some or what, but her eyes is all puffy and shit like that. And dude's a scumbag. I put the beats on him maybe like 8-9 months it's been now. She keeps going through getting beat on, her kids getting beat on, leaving, coming back for the past like 6 months. It's gotten really, really bad. And she needs to stay gone, and she won't stay gone. So this is a message to all the scumbag men that put hands on women. People like me, we're going to get you, dog, and we're going to fucking hurt you. So go ahead, keep putting your hands on women. Just know when we get you, we're going to really do you in for all the fucking shit you've been doing to these fucking women who can't protect themselves, who ain't strong enough to protect themselves. You want to beat on your son, on your kids? You got this kid yelling and screaming, crying, you ain't even my daddy. You ain't even my daddy. What daddy would hit their kids? Hit me, pussy. This is a message for all you crumb-ass motherfuckers that be hitting on your children and your women. You going to get yours if you ain't already got it, because that should be a real sick problem with people. There really be domestic violence people out there that thrive and get off on that shit. So we need to stop them. This is a message to all them dirty, crumb-ass motherfuckers that be hitting women. We coming for you. If you ain't been got yet, trust me, we gonna get you. And people like me, or me, myself, when we get you, we gonna make it fucking worth it. Know that, hitting on women and children, you fucking scumbag, bro. And then walking around like you a man? Nah, we finna get you, dog. Get you again, get you for the first time, or someone else gonna get you. But just know you finna get got. Know that. And to all the women going through, men putting hands on them, keep your head held high and get the fuck out. Stop staying around, because it ain't gonna change. I salute y'all to the fullest, man. Get your mind right at all times. Stay safe out there. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I love y'all, man. Come back, performance out.